she never, ever knows what she's talking about.
I'm sure you're feeling all warm and fuzzy about Jasmine Crockett as your possible next Texas State U.S. Senator.
I will say this, Megan. I absolutely adore the fact that she's running for this office. I want her to run for every office. I want her to go state to state and let everybody experience the glory and wonders of Jasmine Crockett. I can't love her any more than I do. And she's completely nuts.
That just as a standalone is an objectively true sentence. And I share in it.
It really is. I find her incredibly entertaining and so bizarre and just the perfect distillation of everything about the modern Democratic Party. She never, ever knows what she's talking about. Ever. There's never a moment.
It's demonic, insane, delusional, crazy. Something's wrong. That's why people are switching.
When Texas turns blue.
Yes, what this lady said on this video is something these people don't even still get it. Watching Jasmine a few hours ago, she wants to turn Texas to blue. But she has a problem. There is a bigger problem with this. Watching her speech, announcing she's running for, I was like...
There's never a moment she even slips up and connects with something that might be accurate. It's so incredible. And what's great about her, I think, is the fact that you could be we know Republicans, we know Democrats, we know people who are in Congress. Many of them slave away for years and years and years and years. Democrats are working on, some healthcare expansion, and they're working on, how do we reverse 0.9 degrees Celsius temperature rise over a century, all the really important things. And they'll be working on these policies quietly, and they will never get a call from a booker. They will never get a call from anyone interested in any of the work they're doing. And Jasmine Crockett can just come out and say the most insane, bat crap, crazy nonsense. And she doesn't get booked.
Yeah, go Jasmine.
I love her. She doesn't get booked just on MSNBC. She's sitting across from Colbert. She's doing Kimmel. She has every booking that you'd want if you were releasing a mainstream film in 4,000 theaters. And for what? All of the incentives perfectly line up for her to continue this bizarre behavior and just show her crazy to everybody over and over again. I love her.
Okay, I'll get back to her, maybe. I don't really care about her that much. But by all accounts, she has zero chance of winning this race, so it's going to be fun to sort of kick her around for a while. But good luck in Texas, madam.
Literacy.
I really wish Jasmine can see this video. This is perfect. Announcing, thinking they should abolish tax for black people. I saw this blowing up on Twitter. Everybody was talking about this. It's a blast already. The gaslighting of this Democrat to now pretend they care about grocery prices when for the previous 4 years they could not have care less about the 20% inflation caused by the Biden economics. Look at what these people are struggling to do now. They're struggling to paint a different image. And look at who is even talking, Jasmine, with a lot of controversies everywhere on social media, thinking she can turn Texas to blue. Somebody could do that. I don't believe Jasmine can actually do that.
How you make voters who previously voted for Trump, particularly given that you have been an outspoken critic and he has inserted himself, just take your campaign video as is. He has inserted himself at every turn when it comes to your commentary. How will you convert those who are supportive of him to voters for you?
Yeah, I don't know that we'll necessarily convert all of Trump supporters. That's not our goal.
Do you need to?
Our goal is to definitely talk to people. No, we don't. We don't need to. Our goal is to make sure that we can engage people that historically have not been talked to, because there's so many people that get ignored, specifically in the state of Texas. Listen, the state of Texas is 61% people of color. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of good folk that we can talk to. We know that when Beto came really close, Beto, who is a progressive, we know that he got 65% of the Latino vote. So what did they do after that? They specifically went after Latinos. We know that he got close to 90% or right there at 90% of the African American vote. So honestly, what we need to do is start talking to the vast majority of Texas. I think my message is very much a mainstream message. I don't know who disagrees with the fact that affordability is a real thing, except for the president, who says it's a Democratic hoax. But when somebody goes to the grocery store nowadays, whether it's in East Texas or whether it's right here in Dallas, Texas, or whether it's in Austin or West Texas, let me tell you, they are looking at those grocery prices and they are thinking we deserve better. Knowing that we do the amount of trade that we do in the state of Texas, yet right now there are these unwarranted tariff wars.
I wanted to see that kind of energy. I think we need an opposition party. I don't think we need business as usual. I think Zohran Mamdani proved that. I think that that you would have said, years ago, there's no way that a black senator and a Jewish senator would be the senators representing Georgia, but they are. So I think
how about a black president?
How about a black president? Yeah. There have only been 14 black senators in the history of this country. Only 2 black governors in the history of this country. I think she could be the 15th black senator in the history of this country. Remember, Texas has 3 million black voters, the most black voters in the country. More than Georgia, more than Florida. And I'll also say this, Texas is gerrymandering.
Yes, buckle up, because the circle just broke into Texas. On December 8th, radical leftist firebrand Jasmine Bleach Blonde Crockett announced she is running for U.S. Senate against John Cornyn, looked straight into the camera and told President Trump, "I'm coming for you." Cornyn took one look and ran back to his safe house, said conservatives are already laughing, calling her crazy Jasmine and a walking DEI disasters. And Cornyn's teams can't stop smiling because this is the easiest layoff they will ever get. I did a video about this. This man abandoned his seat, run away because of Jasmine. I don't know. He was bullied. Jasmine believing that he can turn Texas to blue is a dream. I don't know if it will ever come true.
This is my frustration. If purely being against Donald Trump was a winning strategy, Dems would have beat him in 2016 and they would have beat him in 2024. I would have loved to hear, I'm Jasmine Crockett and I'm going to fight for affordability. I'm going to fight for the working class. I'm going to bring manufacturing back. Talking about issues, Texans aren't looking for you to take on Donald Trump. They just want competent leadership for the state.
Texans are plain-spoken people, just like everybody else. They know that the economy is going down, down, down. He's underwater with the American people. His approval rate is 39% or something, and with Hispanics, it's 38%. And she assumes that they read and that they can see that the economy is in the toilette.
Alyssa is saying the truth. The obsession with Trump is making Democrat every single time to fail. This is what they have not realized. Oh, Trump, 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 Trump. It doesn't work that way. Jasmine doing an act to go after Trump was a big mistake. There is something wrong with these people. Watching Cackling The View a few hours ago, reacting to Jasmine announcing she's running. At a certain point, I was like, this is The View, so I don't expect something to be different. Sonny Austin is extremely excited, seeing Jasmine running. Not only her, The View, knowing fully well she can win. I've seen a lot of people trying to bring comparisons. Oh, this happened here. It can also happen here. In the case of Jasmine, very impossible. Appreciate people supporting me, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. Never stop in sharing, supporting this channel. As of the short clips, that is for the white algorithm.
Go out and just tell lies.
But you did lie.
Who also
is that you better come at us with
sides that they want to do,
which is going to force the party to spend millions of dollars
of the party.
Over 40, he beat Hillary by 41 points.
Right.
And this ain't got nothing to do with color. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side.
Even getting off.
If the Democrats...
Because how many times do somebody asks?
4.
JD Vance should be the next president of the United States. If you want to serve in the American...
Give interviews, I don't do that.
JD Vance should be the next president of the United States.
Happening at the moment.
Yeah.
President Obama
Is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Does anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's...
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all like.
To have a television show.
to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not
Said that he doesn't...
Dave Chappelle.
Without of interest.
I mentioned last night Trump was bragging about surprised to see Darth Renner.
Between now...
In fact, Ms. Perry, I know your organization, the Heritage Foundation,